Hello guys, my name is Naurasa and today in this tutorial we are going to create contact management system using C++ programming language. Here I have divided the program into 8 functions where the int main function is the main function, as you know. From this function we control this blue color function where the create contact function is controlled by write on file function and edit contact function, where the show contact function is controlled by read from file function and search on file function. Now we know how we are going to create our project. Let's start writing coding in our favorite editor, VS Code. In a VS Code, I have created a file called main.cpp, and as we know, we start with a heading include iostream, another include for conio.as because we are going to refresh the screen or erase the screen using CLS, so we need this. Another include fstream because we are going to use a file system, so we need fstream. Then using namespace std, then create a class called contact. Now let's make some data member and make them private. So declare is private. First one is first name, size 50, then last name, size also 50, address, If you are wondering why I'm writing this, then we are creating a contact management system, so we have to store the record of contact for a person, so the person can have first name, last name, address, email, and also a phone number, which is the main part. So for phone number we write long because the phone number cannot be stored in int is very short size, long is perfect. Phone number. Now after this we need to create function so that we can read data from the user and store data in this variable. Also we want to display those data, so we make function public. The first function is used to read data from the user, so we name the first function void create contact cout. Then we store, first we ask the first name, and after user enter the first name we store first name in f name. Like in similar way After this, let's create another function that will use to display the data from this variable. Let's call that function show contact. After we write a function to collect the data and to show the data, let's write a function that will interact with a file. That means let's write a function that will save this data in a file. OF stream means output file stream. We use OF stream whenever we want to write something into the file. And let's create the object of OF stream, f1, and by using this object, let's open this file. This open function takes two arguments. The first one is the name of the file, and the second one is in which mode we want to open this file. So first give it a file name, that is CMS, means contact management system dot, where this dot is extension of the file. Because here we are using dot, so we need to open this file in binary mode. So I write iOS binary. Whenever we open the file in OF stream, the file open in out mode. The out mode is fine, but when we enter new data and if the file contain already existing old data, then the new data will replace the old data. But we do not want that type of thing. So what we want is we want to append our new data into the existing data. So for that, what we write is iOS append. That means we want to open the file in append mode so that the new data will append in the already existing data. After we open the file, let's call create contact function and let user enter some data. After user enters some data, let's try to write by using this object f1 dot, then write and reinterpolation cast character this size of this. These two line of code allow user to enter only one record, but if we want allow user to enter multiple record, then we have to wrap up this code in do while loop. So let's wrap this code using do while. After we save the user's data in a file, then we ask, do you have next data to enter? And if user enter yes, we need to repeat this process. So in while portion, we have to check this CS is equal to y or not. If it is equal to y, then it will repeat the loop. If it's not, then that means if the user enter no or something else other than y, then the loop will terminate. Then we write cout contact has been successfully created. f1 dot close, and this function is used to write into the file. Now let's create another file that is used to read from the file. Here instead of OF stream, while read a file, we use IF stream, and the object is f2 dot open, then the file name cms dot, after that mode of opening iOS binary, but here we do not need the append mode because we just reading the file. Then we add some decoration cout While reading a contact from the file, we want to read each record from the file until we reach the end of the file. So we write that logic while this gives the end of the file. Until we do not reach the end of the file, repeat the loop and show each contact. Okay. Then using f2 object, we read the file. Reinterpolation cast as we did earlier. Character this size of asterisk this show contact. If the read function is successfully executed, then we will call show contact to display the contact list. After the closing of while, we will close F2. Now let's create another function that is used to search record from the file. Here first we ask the phone number and store that in a phone, and by using the phone number we will search the record through the file, and if we find the similar record we will display that record. F3 open, and as we know we have to write file name cms dot iOS binary then we have to search all the way until we find the end of the file. So we write while f3 dot end of file until we did not reach the end of file, we go through the loop. If f3 dot read reinterpolation cast after we read the record or we get the record, we will compare if the phone which is entered by the user is equal to the phone number from the record which we recently received, then we will show that contact and return. And after the end of the or closing of the while, we write cout no record found, and then close. After that, let's create another function that is used to delete contact record from the file. So write void delete from file f5 dot open Here I open a cms.dat, which is the original file in a read mode, and a temp.dat, which is a temporary file in a write mode. Then I search for the record which is matches the phone number which is entered by the user. If the record did not matches with the phone number, then we will store that record in a temp, and if it matches with the phone number, we will not store in a temp. Then at the end, the temporary.dat file store all the record except the record which user want to delete. Now let's get the phone number from the user. As I explained earlier, if the phone number did not match with the user phone number, then we store that record into the temporary file. And if it matches the phone number, we set the flag equal to 1. And as always, after the closing of file, we close F5 and then F4. Then we remove the original file and we rename the temporary file with cms.dart file. And if flag is equal to 1, then we output cout contact deleted. Then column, not a semicolon, cout if it is false, if the flag is not equal to 1, then we will output contact not found and then semicolon. After this deleting function, now let's make one last function, that is edit contact function. Here I am opening a file in out as well as in mode because I want to read the file as well as write the file using a same object. Then we will ask user to enter new contact so that we can then we will ask user to enter new contact records so that we can replace the existing record with this new record. So for that we write cout Here first we ask the user for new contact, then to get the position of current record we write this code, then by using POS we move the cursor to the place where we want to edit the new record, because when we open a new record the cursor is not at the place where we want to edit that record, so we have to move the cursor to the place where we want to edit the new record, or we want to replace the existing record with a new record. Then after we move the cursor we write and we display the successful message, then return. And after the end of this while loop we write cout Now let's create int main function so that we can control above main function. First we clear the screen by using system cls. Then we give some color. The syntax of a color is we write color and we have to write two code, where the first code is for background color and the second code is for text color. So here the 3 is for background color and F is for text color, and 3 is a color code for light blue color and F is a color code for white color. So here the background color will be light blue and the text will be white. So let me write also here. Here first we display the welcome message, and if user enters something, that will catch by getCS and we will display the menu. So for menu we write while, and we want to repeat this loop for infinite time, so I will give 1. Then create object of contact, call it C1 int choice, again clear the screen and give the color. The background color will be black and the text color will be light blue. The first option is add new contact. Here first we display the menu and we ask the user to enter the option among these. After this we write a switch case in when user enter 1 we want to create new contact, so create new contact. If user enter 2, now if user enter 2 we write we want to display all the record, so we read from file. If user enter 3, then we want to search on the contact, search on the, because here you can see, so search on a file. For option 4 we want to delete. For option 5 we want to edit, so edit contact. For option 0 we give a thank you message. And exit from the program. At last, on default, we will continue the loop. Here what we are doing is, after executing this switch case, this first switch case, we want to give a user an option to continue using the program or they want to exit from the program. When user enter 0, we want to exit from the program and give a thank you message. So here I just paste the same thing, and on default we want to continue. At last return 0. Now let's run this code. Here you can see, because of the color code, the color of the background color is light blue and the text color is white. When I press the enter key, I will enter in the main menu. Now let's enter some new data by choosing one option, Noraj Saha 111 Kholpur Gmail. I think there is something wrong. Let me check. Okay, here instead of writing create contact, actually we have to write file. I mean write on file. Let me recheck again. For case 1, we want to create new contact, so write file. In case 2, display, so read from file. Case 3 is search, so search on file. Delete from file, edit contact. Okay, looks like all's good, so I'm gonna run this again. Here it asks, do I want to enter new data? Let me say yes. Let me enter another data. I want to cancel this and go to main menu. Now if I want to display all the result, display all the contact, just have to press 2 and enter. Then here you can see there are now 3 records, and you can also see the file has been created. cms.dart file has been created, and we have extracted this record from this file. Now let's go to main menu again and try to search some contact. 111. Let me search for non-existing contact, that is 444. It says no record found. but if I enter the right contact, that is 111, it display the contact. Let's try to delete the contact. I want to delete 333 and it says contact deleted. And in the same way, let's go to edit section and try to edit contact 2. Okay, that is my mistake. Let me do it again. That is, the contact number is actually 222. So the contact number is right and it allow me to enter new record on that contact and replace the new record, and it erase the existing record and replace with this record. Okay, let me check this contact. Let me check whether it is right or wrong. So I'm going to choose option 2, and you can see the contact is actually changed. Now at last 0 for exit. And guys, this is the end of this tutorial. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on the next tutorial. Till then, bye bye.